Awesome, dude. Fucking awesome, dude. Badass gangster. Yeah, this is Derrick Yasha, and today I'm going to review Peter Pan, okay, the 1953 movie, and of course, Return to Neverland. Peter Pan 2, Return to Neverland. So, yeah. Okay, let's get into it. Alright, so Peter Pan. The movie opens up, of course, with, narration saying that, this never happened, but, it's going to happen over and over and over again, or something like that. Okay, so then, pretty much we get introduced to, John and Michael, and pretty much they're playing into their room. They're playing Peter Pan and Captain Hook, of course. And, of course, the father asking, where is the cufflings? And, pretty much the kids is playing with his stuff, and then he gets mad about it. And then pretty much Nana, the dog, is pretty much helping out, of course. She puts the kids tonic and, trying to fix the building blocks or, the play blocks neatly. And, of course, the father being pissed, of course, trips over the blocks, of course, because there was a wagon there. And then he blames it on Nana, and then of course he puts her outside, and pretty much after that, he has an argument with Wendy and telling her to stop telling the kids stories about Peter Pan, and then pretty much he leaves after that. Okay. No, I know, but here's what I'm gonna say. Kids could be kids, man. The father was just being a bastard son of a bitch. And of course, being mad and all this, blame the dog. The dog was doing her job as a nanny. Okay? Just saying though, but the father is a bastard, and I did not care for him, and I did not give a shit about him. Okay? Pretty much so. No, I know, but anyways, after that, of course, that they leave, and she puts them to sleep. Wendy puts her two brothers to sleep, and of course, that Peter Pan comes over here to the house, and of course, Tinkerbell is mad at her, this and that, whatever, because Peter Pan loses his shadow, and of course, Wendy stitches his shadow back to him. No, I know, but anyways, Peter Pan takes them to Neverland, and of course that, pretty much, stuff is just happening, you know. Mainly, they're just going around chilling, doing, they meet the Lost Boys, and of course, John, John becomes the leader of the Lost Boys, you know. Fucking awesome, fucking badass, man. Just saying though, just gangsta up in here. No, I know, but anyways, Peter is, like going with the mermaids, this and that, and of course that they get mad at Wendy, and they're just screwing around with her, and this and that, whatever. Okay, so then Captain Hook is trying to get after Peter, and of course he's scared of the crocodile, and of course that the crocodile swallowed the clock. You're always gonna hear the clock theme. Okay, you're always gonna hear the clock theme. Do 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 do. You know, yeah, pretty much so. Yo, man, come on, man, I want your cornbread. No, I know, but anyways, what happens is, Hook kidnaps, the Indian girl, and then Peter saves her, and pretty much they're chilling at the camp, and they're smoking peace pipes, of course. It's shocking to see in the Disney movie, but anyways, they're smoking peace pipes, and of course, Wendy gets mad and upset that Peter is liking the Indian girl, and of course, he's flirting with her a little bit. It's pretty shocking in a fucking kids movie. Seriously, to have flirting in the kids movie, and what Peter is like 10 or something, and the Indian girl's like 10, pretty much so. So shocking to see in the kids movie. No, I know, but then what happens is, of course, Wendy, John, and Michael get kidnapped, and of course that they're gonna go to the end of the plank, and then Peter Pan saves the day yet again, and pretty much Hook is running from the crocodile, and then they go back to home, and pretty much what happens is the father apologizes to them, and then it's a happy ending. No, I know. The movie gets 5 out of 5. I know I didn't do a perfect job on this, but it's been a long time since I ever seen the movie. You guys gotta forgive me for that. Okay, you guys gotta forgive me for that. Okay, good animation. Okay, everything was just good. Even the music in this movie is good. Phenomenal, phenomenal. Everything is phenomenal about the film. Okay, this is just one that you have to see. If you've been under a rock and you never seen Peter Pan 1953, then you have to, man. Seriously, you have to. Okay, you really do. Because you don't know what you're missing out on. Seriously, you don't know what you're missing out on. Okay, really, really, really good. Okay, just saying. And my favorite character out of the whole movie is, of course, John. Okay, just because he's a fucking badass and a gangster. Alright, Peter Pan, for me, the character himself, he's a little bit likable, but not that much. Okay, John, I'm sorry, John is more likable. Okay, John is actually more likable than Peter Pan for some odd reason. I don't know, maybe it's just me though. No, I know, but anyways, let's get on to Peter Pan 2, Return to Neverland. Okay, so the movie starts off, of course, with, Jane's dad in, World War II. And of course, she's walking the streets, whatever. And of course, Nana's helping her. I don't know how Nana could, I don't know how Nana's still alive though. No, I know, but anyways, what happens is she goes home. She's upset that the mom is leaving for a couple of days, this and that, whatever. Uh, the mom tries to get her to believe in, fairy tales. And of course, that the mom is Wendy. I forgot to mention that. I'm sorry. So, this is Wendy's daughter, Jane. But, I can understand where Jane's coming from when she gets upset. Because her dad went to World War II. Okay, and pretty much she looked up to him. So, she wanted to become a soldier and go to World War II with him. No, I know it's kind of weird how she didn't want to be like Wendy, look how to look up to her mom. It's kind of weird, I know. But anyways, she's spoiled, but it's not her fault. Okay, it's not. And eventually, because she's being bad, Hook kidnaps her and her little brother, and eventually they get taken to Neverland. Okay. So, pretty much, Hook wanting revenge on Peter Pan, of course, putting Jane on the plank. And then, of course, Peter Pan saves her. And then, throughout the whole movie, she's being selfish, okay? Jane is being selfish, okay? Just saying pretty much so, okay? And she's saying I don't believe in fairy tales. I don't believe in this and that. So pretty much Tinkerbell goes into a coma. She doesn't die, she just goes into a coma. And then, Peter Pan throws a bitch fit about it. And then, of course, he gets mad at Jane, of course. And then, Jane makes a deal with Hook, okay, to kidnap Peter Pan and so that she could go home. Now, see, here's the part where I get mad at her, okay? She knows Hook is not going to really do that. And plus, Hook is a bad guy. Okay, so why would you trust a bad guy in the first place? And, he's not going to do his end of the bargain. Okay, so then what happens is, of course, that, Hook kidnaps Peter Pan, of course. I think I kind of screwed it up where Tinkerbell was in its coma. I think she gets into a coma when Tinkerbell goes up to her and then she says, I don't believe in fairies. I don't. So, yeah, pretty much what happens is, Peter Pan gets kidnapped and captured. Of course, that he's still mad at Jane. And of course, Jane realizing that she was a total bitch, tries to go and save Peter Pan now. And I think at first there was a bomb inside the Lost Boys hut. Okay. No, I know, but sorry if I'm getting things mixed up, but it's been a long time since I ever watched a movie. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. No, I know, but other than that, eventually Peter Pan does save the day again. Wendy, not Wendy, my mistake. Jane, believes in fairy tales now, and of course, Peter Pan. So then she goes home, of course, and what do you know? The dad comes back home, and it's a happy ending. Pretty much this movie gets 5 out of 5. It's a very good movie. Everybody does a phenomenal job as the voices. And I forgot to say for, the voice acting part one, phenomenal job. But the animation is good. A little bit of CGI in there, but this was a movie that was released in 2004, I believe, or 2003. I'm not really sure, but I'm sorry about that. No, I know, but it was just really, really good. And everybody hates on the sequel. I don't know why. It's just weird how everybody hates on this, and this is one of the better sequels. Okay, this is not like Mulan 2, or this is not like the shitty Little Mermaid 2. Okay, or this is not like Lady and the Tramp 2, because pretty much that was a god awful film. Okay, but I'm just saying though, this is one of the better sequels. Okay, and you need to check it out. All right, you really do need to check it out. It's really that good. Okay, and it really does hold up as a good sequel to the great and original Peter Pan. Okay, I'm just saying though, to the original Peter Pan. But yeah, anyways, that's my movie review for the two Peter Pan films, and I'm out. Peace.